Yeah, so these two are high priority on the list. Once I take both those cravers, pretty much had it actually. Probably. I think if they force a truce on me, I might use decline it one more time at least. Right, so that's reached there. Let's keep it there for happiness. Right, so those battleships are there. Looks like they're going over to the Soidan system, so that is where I am going to go as well, unless they got something coming in from Bracket. I don't think they have. Right, so yeah, so I'll move that to there. Did they have any ships here? No, they didn't. I do have a guy that has probes here though, so let's actually use some. Okay. And what's left? I have no idea. It's not allowing me to click on that for some reason. Okay, I am going to take a minute out to update this and save the game. I'm actually out of Hyperium to make battleships though, sadly. So I'm not going to be able to update this until I've bought something here, I think. So I am going to buy this tech. I don't know how much it costs me, but it's got to be done. Right, so that's done. And the next tech I'll pick up then is that happiness tech. That's going to be 3 turns. That's going to take me. So this now gives me the ability to turn production into money, but not very efficient. And also there's that building there. Right, so I'm going to come back in here and update that. Okay, there is that building I could get if I had Hyperium, but I don't. In fact, I'm going to buy some Hyperium. So, if we come into the marketplace, I think I use money to buy it rather than influence. There's 26 available, supposedly. So, yeah, let's purchase. And there's 0 left. Hopefully that comes back next turn and maybe the cost to go up or something along those lines. Okay, so I really need to find some more Hyperium sources. That can also make that, and I think that is in effect done. That is also done, and I also want to start on the trade subsidiary here, if I can find it. Let's put that there, and I can't buy it with money, but I can buy it with influence, so I'm going to do that. Okay, let's end a turn. In the third era, there's a ability to turn production into science. I'm definitely going to want to pick that up if I'm not able to make things, but hopefully I'll be able to pick up more Hyperium soon. I had a look around to see where there is some more on the map. There's some on Bracket. I'm definitely going to want to pick that up. Zubin, I'm definitely going to want to conquer. That's key. Akima has more Hyperium. There's some more down there, so there's plenty of potential sources for it. Right, turn ended, brilliant, and there wasn't a bug, excellent. A couple of places have hit their pop caps, so let's add in the ration here, if I can find it, and also on Phoenix. Okay. Right, so who knows, my manpower will start to get half decent perhaps. Okay. I don't know if it means by exotic rations, if it means literally killing the population and turning them into food or not. I haven't really read the description properly, but kind of seems like that. Right, I'm going to come back to there in a bit. Let's move those on. That patrol ship I should use for that happiness boost actually, shouldn't I? So let's bring it to Cepheus. There's nothing to patrol anywhere currently. Kill that when it gets over here. Right, move out to Pisces, which isn't good. There's one key thing I should be doing this turn though, isn't there? Which I definitely don't want to forget about. Let's try and take the capital system. So, have a couple of ships in the system, I think, so I'm going to have to deal with them first. And it looks like I wiped out their manpower. And I have nearly 1,300 odd manpower on those ships of mine. Right, so let's attack these first. We haven't seen a combat for a while, so you know what? Let's watch this. And they actually retreated. Right, so that wasn't worthwhile. Right, but the coast is clear now to start the invasion. Let's do it then. Yeah, nothing here. I will actually watch this, see if anything turns up. Let's find out, is it? I'll do Blitz. This option basically gives an extra couple of combat rounds, but your troops take more damage. Yeah, I think that's the one I go for. Are those? Oh, it wouldn't even let me watch it actually. So, decisive victory. Gano is ours. As you can see, the influence has changed a bit. So, Soidan is on the verge of coming into their influence, but not quite. Othero definitely isn't within their influence anymore. I really need to take down Zubin then, if I'm going to deal with their influence. It's not a problem of really yet though, because they don't have the culture flip thing, but it would be eventually. So it's pretty important that, yeah, I do something about it now, I think. Surprisingly, I'm still happy. 2 turns away from getting another happy tech as well. With this fleet then, the manpower should be completely intact. Let's take a trip to Zubin then, I think. Right. Okay, my battleships got to Soidan, but looks like they had moved off. I am going to... Well, I got a couple of ships going up there. Got one ship going there. Could do with another fleet over here. The trade subsidiary should have come in this turn as well. Let's check this out. Let's buy that. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's a resource. There was only 3 resources there before, but now that I've got another subsidiary, I think it might count the luxuries that it goes through as well. So that may be how I'm getting more resources. And yeah, there's quite a few routes for my trade to go through now here. So the only place that, well, Ranas doesn't have any trade going through it, or Cepheus, which maybe I'll have to do something about in future, and Gano, which we just took, of course. They did have a trade capital there, the Cravers, but I basically got wiped out, I think. That's the resort, that's what they've built here. And yeah, I think there's probably a few things on here which I'm not able to make actually yet. So they definitely have... I think they may have a tech lead, but it's not hugely ahead. Right, so where the hell am I sending this to? This is difficult. Do I go there or do I go there? I think... Where am I making battleships to? Nowhere. If I come here though, there was one made on Soidan. I might want to keep that there just for happiness reasons. Let's check the marketplace as well. Can I buy more Hyperium? Yes, I can. And I think I will, because yeah, I just need it at the moment. It's going to cost... Look how much I'm making now. I'm making more than enough. Right. think, yeah, I'll bring this fleet back up there to Pisces. What there? That's not really quick enough, whichever way I go, actually. Next state there. Okay, I'm gonna update the build list, save the game. Okay, I've updated the build list. As you can see, I'm sticking in this new production building in various places. It actually uses Hyperion, which I didn't realise, and I'm short on that, which may not have been a good idea on my part. There's something which I want to show you as well. I think there's maybe a bug in some circumstances. Now you see these lock symbols for the population. Now when you build system development, they are removed. In this circumstance, one was removed, I think, even though I didn't build the system development here, the AI did. So that's working correctly. There's 2 left there. But if I go to Gano, there are 3 left on these, even though it's settlement 2. A settlement has been built here. So I think there's a bug going on with that, where it's happening sometimes, but not in all circumstances. Something else I would like to show you as well. They actually have a wonder here, so it mentions extra dust and science when the place is happy, and it also has an approval bonus, but only until error 2, or that might actually count still then. Yeah, there's 2 instances of this though within these buildings here, which is rather strange. Don't know what's going on there. Not sure if that's a bug as well. But it's alpha. There's going to be loads of bugs. Let's end a turn then. My score's looking pretty good now. Same with third though. Can't have been updated. We've got a new quest. I'll come back to that shortly. We've got a new hero, and this time around new ones have actually shown up. I say that, but that's the second instance of this guy, and I think someone has already hired this guy before, because it's number 2, but we haven't seen him. Come back to that. Right, the truce has come back. Turn 71. When was it last? I'm sure it was only about turn 66, something like that. So that's not great. Another bug as well with this, you can't turn it off to automatically appear, which is annoying. I would want it to not automatically appear for that. You can get around it though by doing what I just did then, so you can make a decision later on it. Right, let's come in here, check out the population. There was a combat. Where was this to? Right, looks like they caught me out here. I left the Corvette in the system and they moved up to it. And yeah, not good. I'm gonna... Well, I should be able to retreat actually. Right, so another of their ships is over there. I really need to take Zuban because of its influence, I think, before I go bringing this war to an end. So I'm gonna go for that next, and then hopefully take Akima as well actually. And yeah, there could be an issue with me not being able to travel to certain systems if I were to bring the war to an end actually as well. That's my current empire approval, so take 20 off that, we go back down to content. My science and dust is worse, but yeah, I can handle that, I think. May even be able to handle it beyond that. So let's refuse this. I don't think we're in danger. There's no reason to not do this. Okay. So empire approval 56%. What was it before? Was it 76 or 74? That's changed now. We're first on both. Right, so that's good, obviously. Let's do the automated mover. Right, so fleet reached Pisces up there. My main fleet reached this system. It is sieging it up. I think Yeah, I will actually siege it up, then invade, move on. Yeah, I'm just gonna save the manpower, I think, rather than blitz. Maybe I'll blitz, not wait a bit later on. Okay, what else have we got this turn? Population, right? It's all. Oh, it's lost. That is actually. 2 of those are rations, though. Gano, wow, 18 or 13 on Gano. So our cap is a lot less than the Cravers were able to get. Maybe that's something to do with this situation there. The lock symbol's where it shouldn't be, I don't know. Right, there is a new luxury that we've discovered. That's the iconic, or ionic crystal I should say, on Gano. Which, I can't remember what it does. It is... I don't know. Figure it out later. Might be influence. So a trade subsidiary would be nice down there perhaps later on. Quest started and out of the smoke. Perhaps you could put eager youngsters to use somewhere. Construct 2 attacker ships in a Gano system. Gain 50 Hyperium. Okay, may or may not be able to do that. All my newly taken worlds don't have the plus 50 production from the settlement, sadly, although they do have a nice science boost that the Cravers instituted. Right, I'm going to have to come back to that because I don't know what I want to do there. That I am going to retreat. I don't think I can win that. Okay, 60% hit point loss. That's going back up there. Right, that's not good. Could potentially lose that system. Let's get that down to there. It's going to take a while though. Could do with more fleets, but I don't have the Hyperium really to make them yet. That's on 0, so I can't buy any more. I should... How much do my battleships cost in Hyperium? Yeah, just short of 2. I could reduce the shields on those battleships, and I may do at some point, but for now I'm not going to. Okay, let's do the expeditions on Gano. Might get some Hyperium loot total. Influence. Dust. Deciduous trees, nice name. I think that's extra money for those. Luxury resource. Dust. More trees. And adamantium. Right, for the 4th era I'm going to need another 3 luxuries for the settlement, so I need 6 in total in effect. And I have, if we come in here, I have 3 currently. But I found that recently. Oh, it's science. Ionic crystal is. And Deciduous is right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more. Or kind of 3 more, I guess. Right. That's done. That's... yeah, so colonizing that, getting a settler out there would be a pretty decent idea, and yeah, I think I will be doing that in a bit. Let's send some probes out down here. And bring that back over. Right, I'm gonna take a minute to update this and figure out which hero I want. Okay, I just thought I'd show you the bug that I've been mentioning. Basically, I've ended the turn in this circumstance, and as you can see, it's pending, and it basically doesn't finish the turn from this point. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. So I'm gonna have to load the save game that I made last, and in every instance I've done of it so far, the game has ended the turn after I've loaded a save game. But yeah, this is pretty annoying, this bug at the moment, I have to admit. Okay, right, that bug is really friggin' annoying, as I mentioned. Right, back to this build list, let's try this again. So, you can see I've added this building in here. It's a wonder. And yeah, whether or not I should be getting this up is debatable, arguably, because it costs a ton of Hyperium. Also, I've started making this, which converts production to dust, but instead of doing that, what I'm actually going to do is stick a battleship in, because I've actually decided to update my battleships and corvettes. I say updates, but I've actually downgraded things. So I've given them normal shields, which don't have the extra Hyperium, which those ones do. So that's saving a bit on Hyperium. I've got an extra 6 here, it's down to 17. I've done likewise on the corvettes as well. They actually use a lot more Hyperium because there's more slots here. Right, so let's change this around then to a battleship. Come in here. Right, it's just got enough. Okay, and the hero, which I'm hiring this turn, is going to be this guy. He has skills in the right places, but he's a scavenger. That means he's a minor race, and there is a small issue with this guy. So if we come into here, in the first ring he doesn't have a military or fleet ability. He only has one, and it happens to be a system thing. So that means I can't spend as much points on fleet bonuses as I would like. But he does seem to be pretty good as a fleet commander. He gets a 50% to his health on fleet base bonus, which is huge actually. So with the actual points I'm going to spend here, I'm going to spend it on, well, I don't have a choice really here. Got to spend it on that and that. This one, extra experience and vision range. That one is ship movement, free ship movement as well. That means e.g. traveling from a constellation to a constellation, not along the lanes, or IE. Yes, that's really useful actually in certain circumstances. Now I'm going to have to spend my last point on one of these, which is going to be effectively useless if I'm sticking them on a fleet. I'll do that later on though. Okay, wait for it to get another level. Right, and there isn't currently a place for me to stick him actually. I want to stick him on that fleet, but it's in the middle of traveling, so I can't do it. Now, on some for some reason, on loading the save game after the bug, there are ships that I can attack. I'm not sure if that was the case before. I better take advantage of it though, I think, because if I don't, they could move on and cause me issues. So I'm going to attack here. It's a scavenger ship, which should probably retreat, I imagine. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Maybe it couldn't because that's within the influence, I'm not sure. I think we had that happen before, didn't we? And down here there's a few ships. I'm gonna show this one because we haven't seen one of the big ships in action before, have we? They got really amazing movement on those. Right, so let's do the sniper option. I could probably upgrade my fleet commander on this fleet as well with new upgrades if I had the resources to, which I might barely. But let's fight anyway for now. Might have to be stationed on one of my systems to do it though. We wiped them out entirely? Yeah, we did. Right, I didn't think we were near to wiping them out then. Complete success then as well. Which, well, okay. Brilliant. During the battles, because it's quite loud, I'll probably be quiet in most circumstances as well. Like I was then. Right. Yeah, I think I've done all the moving even though it's showing up here. Right, hopefully this will actually end the turn this time round. If it doesn't, then yeah, it's a problem. Right, I think that's better than before. It's not pending. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. When I save the game, maybe I'm gonna have to load it each time to prevent the bug. I'm not sure. Amplitude has got to fix it though. It's although it's not a game-killing bug, it's a game-driving you mad bug where you have to save the game every turn. Okay, let's come into Soydan and what do I want to do here? I want to use the ration thing, exotic thing, because I hit the pop cap. Okay, those planets are pretty small. Okay. Oh, Essa has as well, has it? Let's yeah, I gotta be careful not doing the raise one by accident. Right, let's bring that ship out there. What is this? I'm losing population there on the Craver planet. Research I completed this turn. So this was extra food built in, and the reason why I went for it was the approval. Main. Okay. So these wonder slots here as well. I've got that one and that one. I think I'm building that one. I'm gonna go for another approval over there, that one, and it also unlocks diplomacy with empires, which hasn't been fully enabled within the alpha yet. Okay, if we check the empire approval, it's not happy sadly, but it's not too bad. Get another HQ in a bit, or quite a bit. Let's buy some more Hyperium. Nope, I can't actually do that, so I'm having to rely now on just the amount that I'm producing, which... How do I find this out? By hovering over there. It's only 12. Yeah, I need more. I need 17 per battleship. So I really do think I'm going to have to make cheap versions, actually. If I'm going to want to keep on producing them. Right, so I'm going to do that in a bit. Let's do the automated movement first. Is that Rich Kraz? No, next turn, that's when I'll stick the hero on there. Okay, I don't think there's anything that particularly needs special movement apart from my main fleet, which I'll actually do now. Now, are those in the system or not? Yes, they are. So I'm going to have to attack, and they're damaged already. I'm expecting them to retreat, so we won't watch this. Sniper option. Well, they got wiped out because they are low on hit points. This has 0 manpower. Let's invade. Blitz. I doubt this will count. Oh, it does. Right, they somehow managed to get some manpower.